I wanted to catch this sun, and I hope this setting is okay for you. I feel called to do a reading for our masculines. Y'all are really going through it. You are very much surprisingly in your feels. Okay, masculine, there is a lot activating for you. And hear me when I say I'm following the rhythm here as I say this, that while some things are being activated within you, okay, this is really opening you up. This is really opening up your heart chakra, if you will. And perhaps there may be some who are very comfortable in feeling this, very comfortable in feeling their softness, while some may not be so comfortable or even welcoming the feels, the emotions, okay? Either way, for our masculines, you know, a lot is healing for us. A lot is healing for you guys. That you may not even realize it in the moment, masculines. You may not even realize that this is happening in your world. It's like our masculines have this opportunity to take on this opportunity, to take this chance to really truly understand something, whatever this something is, this thing that you're trying to understand deeply. And while things are being activated within you, masculine, how people are reacting to your behavior, they're so, it's so foreign to them. You may be one right now in this season behaving differently because you were hit with something, because perhaps you heard somebody say something and that had triggered something inside of you, masculine. Okay. Somebody had communicated something to you and now you're realizing something about yourself. It's like opening you up to something and you're going, light bulb. This is why I was like this whole time. This is why I was behaving this way this whole time. And now that this person had brought me a different perspective, you are really enlightened, if you will. Maybe even triggered a really big, like an important part of yourself that you kept sacred for a long time, and all of a sudden you're going, did I just hear what this person just said, you know? And that had triggered something inside of you, and now it's fully activated, and that had influenced your behavior, that had influenced your thinking, masculine, in how people are reacting and just how people are being themselves. Like when you're around people who are just naturally being themselves, it's like you pick up something from that, and then that triggers something inside of you, and then boom, it opens you up to a different perspective. Boom, it opens you up to a different point of view, that you had looked at it in a different way, but now this time around you're looking at it in a different light, and that is influencing you to behave differently. And so while you are behaving differently, there are some people around you, masculine, who is agreeing to it or not agreeing to it. How people are reacting to your new behavior, how people are reacting to your behavior is different. Perhaps maybe you also may be triggering females, masculine. That's the energy that I'm picking up right now. There's something about your behavior, and there's something about in the way you're expressing yourself this time around that may be triggering females in your life, and they may be looking at you in a different way because you are behaving in a different way. because something had influenced you to do so. Something on the outside had influenced you to behave differently. Therefore, now perhaps people, your friends, family members, whomever it is you hang out with, are looking at you differently. Maybe even also behaving differently around you. I'm getting that could be a blessing in disguise, because once you start to become more of yourself, you start to realize who your true friends are. Like when you really open yourself up to yourself, like your true self, when you start to act that like exactly like who you are, and you realize the people who are reacting to this and they're not agreeing to you being you, you now start to realize your true friends. I'm following the rhythm here, masculine. You're now realizing the group you should be in and the group you shouldn't participate in so much. And I'm not saying that to throw hate or anything like that, okay? And I feel the need to add that because there may be some things that are being activated within you, masculine, that you're very sensitive about. Like extremely in this season, sensitive about. You're coming into a realization of the people you're getting together with. New groups of people. Maybe this is a new team, okay? You just got a new job, okay? This is a whole new team you're with. You maybe one, I'm speaking to a masculine here who owns their own business, okay? And you now have your dream team. You found your team now, okay? It's kind of like that. And so coming together with these people, and it's not just like a business setting, okay? The dynamic I'm talking about, like this is a dynamic that you are in all the time. And it's not just business matters, it's not just what happens at work, but this is a dynamic that you are now participating in. Perhaps Spirit is sending people into your life to teach you a valuable lesson about yourself, to teach you a very valuable lesson about a quality that you hold that you have not yet awakened to. And Spirit is sending you somebody to get you to tap into this part of yourself. Does that make sense? To get you to realize about the value you hold, masculine, that you had forgotten for so long, okay? And I'm getting that, and follow me when I say this. I'm getting that, this could be stemmed from mom wounds. It could even be dad wounds, but I'm getting a lot on mom wounds. That while people are now entering your life, new people are entering your life, masculine, you now having to participate in different groups, new groups, you are realizing a bigger part of yourself that you've never realized, that you've never looked into before. And these people around you you're surrounding yourself with are making you realize that about yourself. There's a level of influence, masculine. There is a level of influence that is happening in your life to get you to realize your own worth and your own value that you carry, that you have completely forgotten about, because either you were and have been in a relationship that really fogged up your lens and how you see the world. It's like I'm getting like a haze. You were in a haze for a long time. And so now that you are being presented, Spirit is sending you people, you're being presented by new situations, new opportunities, you're going, oh, I didn't know about this. I didn't know this part about myself. I didn't know I had this capability. I didn't know I had this ability about myself. Okay. This is what is being activated. This is what Spirit is sending to you for you to realize that you are this valuable person okay? And it's like there's this great, positive, bright light, just like this light. I'm telling you, I wanted to catch this light on the video around you guys. One that comes with deep silence and maybe even deep introspection. Collective, I had just posted a reading about that before this one. The one I had just posted it, okay, the most recent one that I just posted. I had titled it Deep Introspection, okay? And I'm getting that not only for our masculines, but also for our females, okay, for our feminine energies, okay, that we are being humbled, if you will, okay. Extremely sensitive, like I'm getting water signs, okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, but you don't have to be those signs. I'm saying that the quality, the element of water and how that is, I want to say like how it's being presented in your life. Because you see masculines, for our masculines, we've been only really been focused on our mind, not so much of what our heart's been telling us lately, okay? And now you're even surprised yourself, masculine, because something is like something is happening in your life where you are surprised and you're thinking to yourself, I never thought that this could ever happen to me. Now, whether that's good or bad, I feel like that's something to decide for yourself, like if this is bad or not. But something is happening in your life being presented to you for your own good. For some, it's because you asked for it. And for some, it's because you did some type of healing. You did some type of inner work. And I'm getting like, you don't even remember this, that you don't even remember that you did this, but you had done some inner work and it got you here. And now you are being presented a person, a gift, a situation. And this is happening in your life. And it's putting you in a place where it's making you really look into yourself. Like really having to communicate with yourself and even having to communicate with, you know, spirit, communicate with your, whatever you believe in. And it's making you it's making you reassess your life a little bit. It's a shock, you know, that's what I'm getting here. That's the energy. It's a shock. It's a surprise for our masculines. I think this energy really put our masculines in their place. And I'm saying that not to offend anybody, but like putting you in your place so that you can see for yourself your worth and the value that you hold that has been completely suppressed. It is also for the purpose of you having to maybe even open yourself up again to a relationship, a partnership, and maybe even creating that dynamic in your life, because perhaps you haven't had that in a long time, masculine. It could be an opportunity for you, like you can take this, you know, relationship, partnership, and it can really do you some good. Okay, that's what I'm getting. But you know what it is? I think our masculines, because this energy really shocked you guys, it's almost like it's hard for you to make a decision. It's really hard for you guys to make a decision because you've done a lot of work for yourself. That if you were to share that with anybody, if you were to, you know, I'm getting like succumb to someone's energy and you having to share that with somebody, like you want to be able to, you want to know that this is trusted. You want to know that you can trust this person with what you're sharing to them. Our masculines have been our masculines have been let down time and time and time again. I'm hearing in the most gruesome moments, in the most gruesome times. I literally just picked that up right now. You guys have been let down over and over and over and over again. So it's like you almost can't even find a partner anymore because you're thinking to yourself, I now have to heal so much of this nasty, like all this scarcity, you know. I'm getting like somebody putting like band-aids all over their body, you know, like you're just bruised up. Like after this relationship or after this situation, you feel bruised inside and out. And this can mean non-romantic, right? This could be for a masculine who's going through withdrawals after you having to cut smoking or something, cold turkey, you having to be sober. This goes for you guys too. Your body is recuperating. Your body is rejuvenating itself. And so while it's doing that, you know, raw thoughts, emotions, and feelings come to surface. You're new to that. That is foreign to you. You were so used to being in scarcity. You were so used to being hurt by females, whomever it is, your mother, friend, females, guy friends, whatever, whomever is in your circle. You're thinking to yourself, I've been hurt many times. I've been knocked down many, many times. And it's almost like I can't even find stability anymore. Our masculines are very sensitive to their feelings and emotions. And so when one tries to knock you out, especially when they're trying to do it intentionally for no reason, it's like you again have been let down. I'm getting like your self-esteem starts to, it gets smaller because you're trusting yourself in that time. In that moment, you're trusting yourself in that moment. But it almost feels like there's so many energies around you that keeps putting you down and letting you down. I'm getting for our masculines. Ooh. Y'all, for some of you guys, and it may not resonate with everybody, but for some of you guys, like you're just looking in the wrong places. You may be looking at yourself in the wrong way, therefore seeking partnerships that are not meant for you, that are false. Perhaps you may be looking at yourself from a false perspective. So who you're attracting is also false. But what I'm getting with this Ace of Cups along with this Nine of Swords is that it's okay to find partnership. It's okay to find a partner who also have been through the same issues as you. Okay, and take that as it resonates, and it may not resonate with a lot of you. It's okay to be partnered up with, you know, somebody who knows how to take care genuinely. And I think for our masculines, y'all are scared of somebody like that in your life. Y'all are scared of a woman, like a strong woman who can really like cater to you and really give you the love and the nurture that you need. I think some of you guys are very hesitant. Like, I'm getting this energy that some of y'all masculines are like hesitant to accept that, because you don't want to be the one to hurt somebody who's that loving, who's that big-hearted. And at the same time, you're fixing something about yourself. You're shocked. Your body is shocked. Mentally, you're going through a lot. Okay. And so it's like you don't even really know where you stand and where to ground yourself. And for some, while you are out here seeking for a partner who is loving and nurturing, it's almost like when you ask for it and it's right in front of you, it's almost like you can't say yes to it. It's almost impossible for you to say yes to it. It's like you can't get it out of your, like you can't get it out of your mouth. You can't say yes right away. Coming back to what I was saying about there's a lot of things that you guys are fixing. You guys are going through things. You guys are going through a lot emotionally. Perhaps you are going through a heavy transition in your life, whatever that looks like, because it looks different for everybody, but perhaps you are going through a heavy transition in your life and it's hard for you to make a decision. I think for a lot of you guys masculines, you're really just enjoying what's right here. You're really just enjoying what you have right now. You're really just enjoying the things that you have gained and accumulated for yourself, that you had done in your own terms. Does that make sense? And so if I'm speaking to a recovering addict, if I'm speaking to a recovering alcoholic, y'all are in a place right now where you feel that haze. Your body is coming back to normal. So whatever you do have right now, whatever you have gained from recovering from alcohol, drugs, whatever, you're really just appreciating what you got. And to some, that may not look like a lot, but you're really having to appreciate that and then going from there. Does that make sense? You're not out here having to do grand things. You're not out here really chasing grand things because it's already within you, because it's already there. For somebody who have been healing from past traumas and addictions, you know, really having to appreciate the little things is what matters to you guys the most. Let's start with that, okay? While some masculines are experiencing grand, like really big shifts and experiences, the rest of you are appreciating what you do have. And then you're going from there. Like you're not going from recovering and healing to, you know, showing off and being this grand person. Okay, it's like you having to heal and then telling yourself, I think I'm okay. That I may not have a lot and this may not look a lot, but I think I'm okay. And you're humbled by that. And you know what? And you know what else? It's like I'm getting like you're humbled by that. You're humbled by the things that you do have and not so much focused on the things that you don't. And by doing so, masculine, you have this great opportunity to really meet somebody who is made for you. You have this great opportunity to meet with somebody who is also willing to live that kind of life with you, that simple life with you, you know. I'm getting like images of like different types of relationships, different types of like Yeah, different types of relationships, dynamics, okay? And I'm getting from the image that I'm getting right now, it's like different images of relationships, and they don't all look the same. But they are, I'm also getting like, they are all not perfect. That they are perfect in their way, but they're not perfect. Okay. That whatever you choose, you chose it because it's rooted from something real within yourself. This time around, masculine, it's like you really having to put your foot down. Okay, that's what I'm getting. And you're telling yourself, I don't want to have to seek or look for anybody. I want to just ground myself right here, right now, and that will come later. I'm getting it. I just heard like, what's easy right now? I want what is easy right here, right now, and then go from there. I'm not going to make this difficult for me if I don't have to. And really having to enjoy what you have, really having to enjoy the simple things, really having to enjoy what you have in front of you, okay? I'm hearing you're setting things straight, you're making things right, you're correcting things. And for some, like, correcting itself, like, the more that you are giving yourself more rest, the more that you're calm with yourself, the more that you get answers. And I'm getting for some of our masculines, like, you don't even have to try hard. You don't even have to do anything. All you have to do is just like be calm. And things will correct itself. Things will fix itself, okay? Whether this is in the mind, in your heart, in your body, or this is spirituality. It gets deeper when it comes to spirituality because that's the root of you. That is your legacy. But perhaps in this case, it's really having to show up for yourself so that you can finally like attract the things that you want in your life and have been wanting in your life, but you couldn't attract it before collective because there were so many distractions and people distracting you and you having to attract what you want in your life, you having to attract what you desire. But there's so many distractions around you, masculine, that there is not a chance that you could have attracted this person, attracted this job, attracted this place, whatever it is that you were trying to manifest. You couldn't do that before because of where you were in your mind. And so hear me, this energy in Taurus season is really grounding people and really humbling people. And some of us masculines, you're really sitting with this. You're really sitting with this. And maybe this time around, you're more soft with yourself. You're more gentle with yourself because you've had enough. I'm going to pull up some cards here before I wrap this up. Thank you guys for tuning in to another. My name is Kimber. All of my information will be in the description box below. If you would like a reading, a mini reading, I haven't done personal readings in a while. I think masculines, I really feel like this path, this new path that you're discovering, if you will, okay, and take it as it resonates. I think that this is really putting you in the right direction this time around. It's an opportunity, and maybe even a big opportunity for some. And it's up to you if you want to choose that or not. But just know that this is taking us on a route where you're not only really seeing one option, you're seeing plenty. And maybe for some, this is what's frustrating you because like you don't know who to choose. You don't know what to choose at this point. And so what you're asking for right here, right now is just the simple things. Just starting with the simple and then going from there. I hope that this helped somebody. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next. Thank you for tuning into another. My name is Kimber once again. Love and peace. Take care, and I'll see you in the next.